Everything about this year has been unusual, unimaginable, which brings us to the story of a woman from Lafayette. Her ordinary life took a really bad turn this year. Amidst great sadness, though, something incredibly rare happened. She says it's given her a new purpose.
This is Wanaka Lake. It's where both Eric and I have run. And this is the place where I can go and talk to Eric and talk to those and pray about it.
It's a beautiful place, just not the place Mary expected to be right now, without her husband. 2020 wasn't always this way. Mary and Eric started it in Hawaii. He turned 50, she turned 51. They got a new puppy. When the pandemic hit, they did what they always did.
We're big on the outdoors. We loved to hike. We loved just being out here. He'd go out and run 8 to 15, 20 miles a day.
Mary is a runner too, just not as much anymore. She's had a couple of knee replacements. Eric never missed a day.
That Monday was a totally normal day.
That night, everything changed.
I heard what I thought was snoring. I tried to wake him up and he wouldn't wake up. I did CPR on him until the EMTs pulled me off. About a half hour later, about 20, 30 minutes later. And at that point, so his heart had stopped and he wasn't breathing anymore.
45 minutes passed before doctors got his heart beating again. It wasn't enough.
I watched my husband take his last breath that night. They talked to me about being a skin and tissue donor, and I said, take whatever you can do, because I've had multiple surgeries on this knee. I knew the significance of that, and I knew that's what Eric would want.
She knew everything about Eric. She got a tattoo to remember his big heart, his love for Hawaii and football. She wears his wedding ring around her neck.
This is his wedding band, and this is the imprint of his right index finger.
She feels close to him when she's outside, hiking or running. And that's what she was doing on Labor Day weekend when she blew out her knee again. In the doctor's office, Eric must have been on her mind.
I don't know what made me think, but I figured something came into my mind to ask that if I have to have another ACL replacement and I have to have another donor, why can't it be Eric's?
It was an odd request to be sure, but her doctor understood. After connecting with Donor Alliance, he made it happen. 6 months to the day when Eric left her.
When I woke up, Dr. Sheen came out and he goes, we made it work. He goes, we used Eric's patella tendon. So it went from Eric's knee to my knee.
Never ever did Mary think she'd be here again, telling this story.
In this crazy time that we're living in right now, it's a good story. It's a good story. I now know what my purpose is. My purpose is to help others, to share the story, to promote the tissue and organ donation.
Eric's last gift to Mary, that one day soon they'll be running together again, and always.
This is his way of giving me forever. So, it's a blessing, and I can't wait to be able to pull my knee up and give him a hug, because I miss him so much.
My thanks to photojournalist Tom Cole for his efforts on this story. Donor Alliance says a donation like this is really rare. It has happened, though, at least 2 other times shared within a family. And while rare, it is worth noting that the preservation time for some tissues is up to 5 years. All of this reminds us of the importance of organ and tissue donation.